Hi, Steve Axtell here. I'm at the Ventriloquist Convention with ventriloquist Gary Owen. Gary,
That's right.
thanks for coming.
Pleasure.
Appreciate it.
You bet.
How long you been a ventriloquist?
Been a ventriloquist since I was, 15, and I was, so it'll be about 40-some years. That's
Wow.
like giving my age away, yeah.
Goodness, dude.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of experience of
A
bringing
lot of
characters
experience.
to life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And my ventriloquism and my broadcast background, two combined, really helped me with a lot of my ventriloquism. So
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
the voice characters and so forth.
You do amazing voices and sound effects, and it's your specialty. One of
Yes.
your real specialties that he teaches to ventriloquists.
I've had a lot of people ask me, so how many voices do you do? And I can't count them because I just do them, so I don't even think about it. But I'm an emulator. Now, there's impersonators, and then I'm an emulator. So if I hear something, I try to emulate it.
So give us a few examples of some of those sounds without being too loud. We've got to.
For example, one of my, let me kick back by saying one of my best influences getting started with polyphony, as we call it, ventriloquism, was Jonathan Winters. Saw him do a bit one time as a emulated pigeon. He went, I went, oh wow, I want to do that, So, and that's how I kind of got started into it. And where I really had to make up that sound effect perfection was in broadcasting. Working in production and small radio in my old days, man, I didn't have sound effect I wanted out of the library, so I had to kind of emulate it with the microphone. So I'm playing with the microphone, and I'm making up all these trains and planes and animals and perfecting it because you got the headphones, you play it back, you record it. Much like impersonators do impersonations, they record it and play it back, record it and play it back, and that's how I learned to perfect things. So, yeah.
And your shows that you do, would you consider them to be general, or do you have a specific market that you go after?
It's kind of broad because I've done cruise ship work. Most of my work now is corporate and private, so yeah.
Wow. So
I have a pretty broad spectrum of things that I do.
Very broad.
And ventriloquism is 50% of my career because broadcast is the other side. Because I do radio and have an advertising
So
agency
you're
production
keenly
company,
aware of the presentation that you're doing from a
absolutely.
professional standpoint
Absolutely.
as well as from the character
And constantly playing with new ideas.
Right.
And coming to the convention, one of the things that I get really charged up about is seeing vendors like you who create these wonderful characters, and then I come by the booth and I pick up a puppet, and that magic moment happens when I just go off on a tangent. When I see a character, I can almost hear the voice.
That's great.
And that's the fun part.
Well, we're going to have one of those magic moments right now. I'm going to, at random, pick one of my characters here for you to bring to life.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to love it.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Let's see. Is this random?
Yeah.
Oh, this is really good. Oh, my goodness. I can actually talk. Yeah. Oh, I've been sitting around for hours. Yeah. Oh, man, can I really talk?
You just calm down. Calm down.
Oh, this is really good. This is good. I like it. Wow, and I don't quack. I talk. Yeah.
Sometimes it's slower, but you instantly went into character with this guy. So he has a quick responses to you, and he's staying alive as I'm talking to you. And
I should tell you a little secret.
Yeah.
I am very enamored with birds anyway. So that's why I have a variety of bird characters in my collection, and I study birds, and you'll notice he's doing these little bird things.
I got an itch, Scratch it, will you?
That kind of thing. So. But I've always had this fascination with bird characters, and so don't know why.
Including ducks.
Yes.
Well, I have too, and that's why I make so many
That's
of them.
right, yeah.
And to see when your hand goes into a puppet character and how it was instant transformation. How that happens is what I call the magic moment, and I'm just fascinated by it. And of course, you're an excellent manipulator. You've got his leg going there. He's looking at the leg. You've got excellent eye contact. You know exactly where his eyes are at all times, which is something you have to learn. And you've done a lot of puppets, and you've worked with a lot of our puppets.
Yeah, a lot of your characters. Yes. Yeah. And one of the things about that I love about your characters is the fact that they're so cartoony, I guess is a good way, and so it allows my creativity to go out of the box, and that's what I like about any character, whether it's a soft sculpture or a latex character. It allows that creativity to flow, if you will. So
yeah, it's a different part of your brain. And the other thing that's very unique and a good example we're seeing right here is the difference of character and voice between Gary, who's very straight and has a very low voice, very professional voice, and the duck, who was very nervous and had a very scattered voice.
And I experiment when I pick up a puppet. It may not be
this kind of voice,
It could be this kind of voice, you know what I'm talking about. But it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't fit because he's more of a I would call a younger character.
Okay,
You know what
okay.
I'm saying? So
Yes, and I could even talk like this. That would be a pretty good voice there, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's a good voice right there.
It's
You
a
know,
great
so,
voice.
yeah.
Yeah, so I could talk like this.
And
What
that's
is
still
the-
a younger voice.
Exactly.
And you're putting it into age categories now.
And if you'll notice, I added a little lisp to the
Yes,
character.
yes.
Now that's kind of a pattern off of a Daffy Duck sound, but
right.
it fits.
And
with
it's
the built
expected.
character.
Mentally, you kind of accept that.
Yes, that's right. So that's one idea that works, and this is a great character. It certainly
Wow,
is.
you've
Yes,
done
it
a
is.
fantastic job of demonstrating this, and I really want to thank you for sharing
Oh,
this
fun.
magic moment.
Absolutely, you're welcome.
Thank you.